Hi, welcome to Zgadgetreview. Yesterday, PlayStation had an event called State of Play, where they show off upcoming games and are supposed to whip people into a frenzy to want to get their consoles. Let's review some of them. The State of Play opened with Crash Bandicoot 4. As you can see, some of the images of what the game is going to look like pretty much is showing us that it's going to get a PS5 upgrade with better graphics and smoother frame rates. This is the beginning of the show, so shows usually start small and then they ramp up. So this is what they were showing. If you're interested in Crash Bandicoot 4, which if I'm not mistaken is actually out for the PS4 now, you can get it on March 12th, 2021. Woohoo! The next game is called Returnal, and this is going to be a PS5 game because it says capture on the PS5, the footage that you're watching right now. And I wasn't very familiar with the game, and I actually had seen the trailer a few days ago. But this gameplay shows you a little more and explains a little more of what the game is going to be. I'm going to shut up now so you can hear some of it.
Unfold mysteries, which may point to a larger force at play. Dashing and quickly maneuvering your way above and around enemies is key to survival in Returnal. With the large variety of enemies and the vast number of unique movesets each possesses.
One of the interesting things about this game, which is kind of on the name, is that when you die, you revive. And when you come back, you pretty much start all over again. But the world is different with different enemies and everything. You don't start from the point that you ended up. You start all over again.
Will change. The map will be different. Enemies will appear in new locations and in differing numbers. So you have to think fast and adapt.
The environment.
Here you can see the use of the lightning alt-fire, which is great for crowd control. This is one of many alt-fires that you can...
Which I guess could be kind of annoying if you are into something and you just want to get past that level. Because what I wonder is, will you have a chance to go back to the thing that you were working on before? Or like, how would that work? That's something that makes me wonder how it will be. There's times, like if I play a game, for example, and I take a different path than the path I wanted to go to initially, then I cannot go back to the same path, back to that area to go to that path that I wanted to try out. Sometimes I'm annoyed. I'm like, oh man, I wonder what was on that side. So I wonder how this works. There's an interesting twist here, though.
Story of Celine, as they venture deeper and deeper into Atropos and into her personal nightmare.
That can't be here.
I think I am reliving my memories in that house, but not fully. They're corroded. Some parts are missing, others seem manufactured.
Now, as you can see, this house is in the middle of the weird world that our character is traveling to, which makes me think, is there going to be a twist there where it goes from like a sci-fi shoot 'em up to like a horror. I really don't know a lot about this game. If you know more, let me know in the comment section. I thought it was interesting. Again, I didn't know much about this game before. Now, this game is going to come out on April 30th, exclusive for the PlayStation, so you won't have long to wait for it. After that, they showed us a game called Knockout City, and this is a dodgeball game in steroids. It kind of looks like Rocket League or something that wants to kind of do what Rocket League does. And obviously, it's a different twist than a Battle Royale shooter because you're using a ball instead of bullets and a gun. So it's a little different than one of those regular games, but still, it looks fun. I don't know how well the longevity of this game will be, but it's there if you are interested in it. If you're interested in this game, they're going to have an open beta. It's going to be cross-play, so PlayStation, Xbox, and PC, if I'm not mistaken. And that's going to happen from April 2nd to 4th. I will have the link in the description section if you want to sign up for it. After that, we had Sifu, that spells S-I-F-U, by Slow Clap Studios. And I don't know, the game doesn't, I mean, they don't really explain much on the trailer. All we see is this guy who seems to know karate, kung fu, whatever you want to call it, I know the different types of martial arts, but I don't know which one it is. So I'm just throwing two of them out there. And he's in not in an alley, but in a hallway, fighting people. And it kind of looks like if you've seen the movie Old Boy, that hallway scene where he's fighting his way out through a bunch of enemies, kind of looks like that. What is weird though is that we see him in the trailer, we see him age as he's fighting. I'm assuming there's a story, even though they don't really explain it. All we see is just him fighting person after person after person. So I don't know if it's one of those things that you just move from stage to stage and you just fight people as you move forward. A lot of things that we don't know about this game yet. It's supposed to come out this year. I'm assuming I'm going to say holiday of this year. So we might hear more about it on E3. After that, we have Solar Ash, and I am not very familiar with this game. It's a platformer. It's colorful, looks really nice. There's nothing about it that gets my attention. From what I heard, they have talked about this game before. Again, I wasn't familiar with it, never heard of it or seen a trailer for it until today. Actually, that's not true. I think I saw something last year, but I really didn't pay much attention because the game didn't really look like, or it still doesn't look like something that I will be interested in playing.
Show you the first peek at gameplay for our new title, Solar Ash. Solar Ash is a huge, stylish 3D platformer focused on speed, movement, and fluidity. The game is set inside a giant black hole known as the Ultra Void, which has been consuming everything in its path. You play as Ray, a daring Void Runner who has decided to venture into this terrifying anomaly as a last-ditch effort to save her homeworld. Ray is extremely agile, able to speed across the world with ability.
The game will be released for the PS5 and PS4 later this year, which I'm assuming is going to be the holidays. Again, it's probably going to be more information at E3. Up next, we have Five Nights at Freddy Security Breach.
Pathetic.
I'm assuming it looks like it's going to be a full Five Nights at Freddy's game, but it looks like it's going to take place in a mall or something. I'm not very familiar with the Five Nights at Freddy franchise. I know it's like a horror genre game that has all these puppets come to life or something like that. I'm been meaning to play it for a while. I actually saw that they have it on Xbox on Game Pass, so I'll probably try it out there. The graphics look a lot more polished than any other graphics that I've seen for Five Nights at Freddy before, so it looks like the game is going to look better than ever before. Again, this game will come out some point in 2021. I'm sure there will be more information coming out on E3.
You out of here. You and me together.
But so far, as I'm watching this, I'm thinking to myself, okay, none of these games have actually, except Returnal. Returnal, it's like, wow, this is really cool. But so far, it's like, okay, can you show me a little more of something? So let's see what comes up next. After that, we have Oddworld Soulstorm. And I think we've been hearing about Oddworld Soulstorm for a while now. I feel like I've seen this trailer / gameplay before, and not because it's an Oddworld game, okay? And they're probably like, it's an Oddworld game. Of course it's going to look the same. I don't know. I think I've seen this before, and the whole idea that you can use workers or whoever you're trying to rescue as help, but it has a darker tone than other Oddworld games. I haven't really played Oddworld before. I played I can't remember which one of the early games a long time ago, and it was okay, I was like, all right. But the whole point of Oddworld, from what I remember, was that it was kind of like a silly platformer, and you control this alien, and I know he's like a slave or something like that. But I don't know, this one looks very grim. The voiceover information that they're giving on the trailers also sounds very grim. You're fighting this huge corporation and trying to save all these people from death. And the thing that really puts me off about Oddworld that is more noticeable now than before is that he has the stitches on his mouth. He has like two crosses, two X's that are stitched on his lips. And that has always, every time I see it, and I just think about him opening his mouth, which he does on this trailer, and just freaks me out. Just seeing his skin just pull, it's like, ugh, duh. But hey, I'm not, like I said, I'm not an Oddworld player. I don't know if I'll try this either. It doesn't look like something I'm going to play, but No, that's my only thing that's weird. My only thing that's weird is how dark the game is going. It's going from being this campy thing to this very dark, serious thing. So I wonder how that's going to go for the people who play this game. I thought that it was also really weird that at the end of the trailer, they show him, and they showed him for a lot, like a lot longer than I thought they should have. The game is going to come out on April 6, 2021, but as you're seeing here, just him sitting there looking, it's like longer than it should have been, I feel. Like they went over whatever. You get it. Up next, we have Kina Bridge of Spirits. And this game looks pretty nice. It actually looks, at the beginning, as you can see, like the trailer looked like it could be a Pixar movie or like a cartoon movie, one of those Disney animation movies. I felt like they took a while to get into something that's interesting and compelling. The trailer didn't really do much for me. Either again, it's not a game that I will play. What it did remind me of was a cameo that came on the 360. It wasn't a bad game. It was an interesting game that had interesting gameplay ideas. Like if I remember correctly, like you could turn into like stone. It had to do with the elements. I think you were like stone, water, vegetation. I think there was fire, and I think vegetation. I can't remember. There were like 4, I think. I feel like that was a missed opportunity because I think it was a Rare game, a game by Rare. The Microsoft should do something with that franchise because this game that you're looking up right now, it kind of looks like what that game could be today. This game also is exclusive for the PS5 and PS4, and this game will come out in August 24th, so you don't have long to wait either. Something to play over the summer, I guess. Then after that, we had Deathloop. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not sold on this game yet. I've seen a trailer before, like 2 trailers for it before. I might be stupid because I don't get what the game is. Like it's like, from what I understand, is you kill someone, or when you get killed you come back and you can try to kill that person who killed you again, and it's a lot of repeating the same thing. I mean, of course it's in the name, loop, you know. At the trailer here that they showed doesn't show me anything new, and there's a lot of still things that are not really explained about this game. Looks like a shooter and you come back a lot, and I guess they're trying to make it something like James Bond with that spiral that they do in that one part, but I just don't understand. I don't get the game. Maybe I'll get it once I play it. And after that, the closer of the whole show, which is supposed to be this big thing that you go like, whoa, I can't believe it. You know, that's the whole point of a closer, which was Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade, which is supposed to be an upgrade from the PS4 to the PS5. And so when they're showing the graphics between the PS5 and the PS4, really, to me, the PS4 looks better than the PS5. Like the graphics look brighter. On that sword, that the metal part looks actually more like metal on the PS4 than on the PS5. Then they have this thing when they show the fog, the fog effects. And the PS4 fog effects look better than the PS5 fog effects. I don't know. I think it was a huge mistake to do this. I don't really see a lot. Like when they showed the lighting, like how bright the light is next to when the guy walks by the lamp. The coolest part was on the lighting when he's walking by in the glass and you can see the reflection of the lights on the PS5 that you don't see on the PS4. Like that right there, like, but it seems very small changes, nothing huge. You're going to be like, whoa, oh my God, I can't believe that's what we're going to get, you know? And like, it's also going to have what they're calling quality of life updates. So it's going to be 4K resolutions, better frame rates, better loading times. Now, I have never played a Final Fantasy game. It's never been a game that appeals to me, even the earlier ones. I don't feel like an upgrade to an already existing game should be your game closer. Watching this, to me, Returnal should have been the closer. It's a new game, it's a new IP. You get to put a little more information on that and make it more exciting. I think that Final Fantasy VII should have gone right after Crash Bandicoot to lump in all the upgrades, because technically that's all it is. And again, those graphics on the PS4 look a lot better than those graphics on the PS5, personally. If I was to rate this state of play, I will give it a 4 out of 10. Like if we're doing a scale of 10, if we're doing a scale of 1 to 5, I will give it a 2. Because, again, it wasn't super exciting. There wasn't a lot there for me to say, oh my God, I have to go get a PlayStation 5. All these games are going to be on the PS4. So if you have a PS4, you, one, already have a few of these games, 2 of those games, except Returnal, which is going to be a PS5 exclusive. So for that, you're going to have a PS5. But just for that game, I'm disappointed with the state of play. I was very excited to see what they're going to show. And then when I saw what they showed, I was like, oh, you could have just put out the trailers and that would have been just as good as this. Hey, here we are talking about it anyway, right? What do you think about PlayStation State of Play? Are there any games there that you're excited about playing? Are there any games that you don't understand, just like me? Let me know in the comment section. That's it for me. Go ahead and subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. Go ahead and hit that bell so you can be alerted every time we have new videos. And thank you very much for watching.